Hey, it's Andrew with Remax. I'm out here in Palm Springs. Have you ever went to Las Vegas or Disneyland, Disney World? And in order to get a discount on tickets, you have to sit through a presentation, a timeshare presentation. Well, that happened to me. Looks like forever now. It's about 17, 18, probably about 17 years ago, 16 years ago. And yeah, in video I want to say, timeshare, is it really worth it? Let's talk about it. So for context, I was just finishing, maybe one or two years out of finishing my undergrad. We had 3 small children. You know, they were 2 and maybe 3 and a half. And we got a call that somebody had signed us up for the timeshare presentation and inviting us down. And in return, we'd get 2 flights and a stay at a timeshare. And you know, for us being new grads, young parents, 2 flights to Vegas, we thought, hey, we can sit through an hour and a half, 2 hours of a timeshare. So we went down. And you know, the place, it was just like a convention hall. Lots of tables, lots of people sitting at tables with individuals. So we sat through the presentation, and it was funny because our sales guy, or the presenter, said something about a couple that went to Orlando, and they had a child with autism, and that was his favorite place to be, is Orlando Disney World. And in hindsight, I can see it now, but we were like, oh, we have a child with autism, and we had went to Disneyland like maybe, I think, the year before with him. And so we thought, we talked it up as, oh, he hit our key point, he hit our pain point. And we ended up signing up. And he was like, at the end, when you sign, they pour you a glass of champagne, and then they say, ding, 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 ding. Andrew and darling Joseph from blah, blah, blah has signed up, and everybody, all the salespeople go, yay, and they start clapping. So, as I mentioned, we had 3 small children, just finished school. We didn't use the timeshare for probably about 8 years, but every month it was coming out of the account. And you know, it probably wasn't until 2011 that we used it. We came out to Palm Springs, and we have this timeshare. It's called Oasis Resort, and it was awesome. Like, Palm Springs is awesome. We came out here, and you know, there's 9 pools, and you know, you can go to a pool and there's be like nobody in it, and it's stocked. It's like an Airbnb, but you know, obviously you're paying for it. So we finished paying for this about 8 or 9 years. Well, we finished paying for it probably about 2013, 14. But I like it. I mean, there's drawbacks. Kind of the key points is it's like going to another home. It's always stocked with everything you need as far as utensils, appliances, and it's one of the key points. And it's fun. Like we this in the last 2 years, I've been here like 4 or 5 times. So it's nice in that way. If you want to get away from the city. The drawback is, at least with our VI timeshares, they don't have timeshares in every location, like every place that you want to go. So we're in California right now. In California, you have Palm Springs, you have Oceanside, which is kind of down by San Diego. Other than that, you're limited to where you can go for timeshare and their location. You can join their RCI program, which is more money, where you get access to more timeshares. But for us, this is good. We like coming to Palm Springs. We like the heat, and it's a quick trip, 3-hour trip from Calgary. Sun's out here anyway, so it's a nice quick trip to come out. So that's the only drawback. Locations are, well, for me, that's one of the drawbacks, is there's not locations everywhere. One of the bonuses is like if you come out here regularly, you know what's around. You know where to go to get your groceries. You know where to go to get your we know that Thursday night's a night market down in Palm Springs, so it's kind of, they shut off the city, kind of walk around. You just get to know, you're familiar, there's that familiarity, which is kind of nice. And with our timeshare, there's different product types, or different types. We're in a villa right now. It's like 2.5 deluxe, but we're going to be going to a 2-bedroom later on. Sometimes with availability, it is limited. Obviously, in Palm Springs, it's going to be busier during the winter months. Not as much during the summer, because it gets up to like 37, 40, sometimes even 42 degrees out here. So it gets really hot. So right now it's probably about 10 or 11. Right now we're at 30 degrees. So you're exercising in the morning, you're getting out to the pool. For us, in the morning or later at night when the sun's down. But I like it. At the time, it was kind of an impulse decision, and definitely the sales guy pulled on our heartstrings. But as we're older and our kids are older, now it's nice to kind of come out and enjoy and get away. Anyways, it's Coach Joseph coaching through the real estate process. Actually, before we go, what do you think? Like, do you have a timeshare? Have you experienced a timeshare? Would you buy a timeshare? Comment below. We'll talk to you later. Bye.